Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim from Livingston, Montana. Say, what this video is about is what you're looking at right there. This is a Benchmade Barrage. Hope you can read that right there. It's a 580. This is the regular size Barrage. They do make a 585, which is the mini Barrage. And one thing I want to point out right off the bat is right there. Assisted open. I had no idea that Benchmade was making an assisted open knife. They do have the 9400, which is a full auto. But I'll show you this assisted opening here. And I do believe that it's probably just as fast, if not faster, than the auto, than the 9400 auto. So, you know. But anyway, this is the box it comes in. It's a blue glass box. I'm sure you folks that follow Benchmade stuff, you don't need to be, told any of that. But they do make, a guy needs to be careful because there's a lot of imposter parts, counterfeit parts out on the market for this Benchmade stuff. And they even counterfeit these boxes, believe it or not. So trying to have you get a good look here. I know for a fact that this is not counterfeit or any of that other stuff, but yeah, this is okay. Well, that's enough of the box thing, I think. Okay, let's move on to the knife. Whoop. Okay, moving on to this knife here. Here she is. Now, right off the get-go, before I forget, this clip right here is a titanium clip that does not come with this knife. I put this on here myself. This is a titanium clip. I like these littler clips just a little bit better. The standard clip that comes on here is a blackened stainless steel jobber, I do believe. Okay, and this lanyard right here is made by O-Knife of O-Like fame. This doesn't come with either. This is a titanium bead, a Damascus bead, and this little bit of wrapping right here is my creation. So I wanted to get that out of my hair right off the get-go, and then we'll move on to more important things. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just read some stats right on down the line here for you. This blade right here is a 154 cm on that steel, okay? Let me open this guy here. That thing opens up very, very fast. It should be printed on here somewhere. Not that it matters all that much, but right there, 154 cm. Oh, this is an Osborne design. I'm glad I spotted that because I would have been very remiss if I never mentioned that. Warren Osborne was quite a knife maker back in the day, you know. Okay, the blade length on this guy right here is 3.60 inches. 3.6. Okay, the blade spile it's a spear point blade, but it's a drop point at the same time, okay? The blade finish, as you can well see here, is satin. Okay, the material on this handle, this is some newer stuff to me. It's Balox, B-A-L-O-X. How tough this stuff is, I'm not quite sure, but it feels like it's really tough to me. It really does. I don't think Benchmade messes around with, I noticed that Benchmade uses a lot of different materials on their handles, but I do believe this is good stuff, okay? Okay, we got stainless steel liners in here. They're full liners, but they're scalloped. I don't know if you can see in there. Probably can't. Okay, the handle length on this guy is from here to here is 4.75 inches. The overall length of this knife from the end to end, from end to end, is 8.35 inches. Okay, the lock right here, this is a famous axis lock, if you will. Now, this thing right here is under tension because this is spring-loaded, okay? So, yeah, right there, I closed it. And to open this spring-assisted guy, right here, see my thumb here? I mean, the faster you throw that thumb button out there, the faster this knife opens up. It really does. It just works out like that. I mean, I had no idea that Benchmade had something like this on the market, but they doggone sure do. Okay, it's got a reversible pocket clip. Like I say, this pocket clip don't belong. You can reverse it over to this other side here. The weight on this knife is 4.20 ounces. Okay, it's USA made. Okay, USA made. I want to point this out. There's a full liner back here, a backspacer, if you will. Let me get this around so you can see it. Okay, and then right here, there's a, see that little button right there? If you push it forward like this blade is locked. I mean, so it's got two locks on it. This guy right here and that guy. So in order to open up this knife, you got to pull this little switch back here like this. Okay. All right. The price on this guy, I paid $220 from Sports and Gadgets. Okay. And I purchased it on the 6th of June of 2025. That's everything I got wrote down on my cheat sheet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing a good job of showing you this or not, but I'm trying. Hang in there, kids. Don't go away. Very well. In closing here, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say this much. I really do like this knife. If I haven't said this before, I'll say it now. This is fast becoming my EBC. It really is. And no, it isn't because this is a switchblade. Now, for you guys that are criminal-minded, get the, please do this old man a favor and get that out of your head. I just like this knife because, well, I like it because it's got the assisted opening, but right here, I like the way these scales on here. Don't look down that knife. They're kind of rounded off. This is a fuller-feeling knife. What would I say, 4.2 ounces? I like that. I don't like these knives that are real fat and thin. I don't care for that. Okay, I just like the way that this knife is shaped. It's a Warren Osborne design, which is another thing I like. And of course, the assisted operation here, this guy, naturally I like that, but that's not the entire selling point for me. I also like very much the way this blade's shaped here. I really dig that. It's got a nice swedge up here too, if I didn't point that out. So yeah, when you go to fold this back like this is under tension. So you might want to note that. But for people that need to get a knife out in a quick hurry, I would recommend this. Along with, of course, the 9400 Otto Osborne, that's the original Otto Osborne. But yeah, this guy slipped underneath the radar of me, this Barrage here. I just became aware of this knife in the last couple of months. Matter of fact, I like this so well, I've got the mini on order. This is the bigger one, and there is a smaller one, the mini. So, yeah, just remember, this clip don't come with. This is a titanium clip that I put on myself. And this lanyard doesn't come with either. I'm sure I said that. Trying to fold this around, fold this over so many ways you can get a good look at this. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing, but it's a nice knife. I like it. This hide on here is a little bit slick, but I'm not too particular about all that kind of stuff. I see a lot of people freaking out about this and that when it comes to knives. I can be, kind of particular about certain things, but then there's certain things I'm not very particular about. So, okay. Well, I don't know what else I can say about this. I highly recommend this knife. 154 cm on this steel. Let me get a little flicking action there. Like I say, this thing is very, very fast. I mean, that blade literally jumps out there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've bored you long enough. This is a fast and furious video, but this is the way I like to get them done. So we shall see you on down the trail, ladies and gentlemen, like I'm famous for doing. Adios, my friends. We shall see you on down that trail.